Where are the other
filters?
How can this place be for a production whatever you want to take the national cake of 20 naira or 200 naira per bag? How can you take? How will you produce in this healthy environment?
You never see where this is a production tank.
Okay.
You never see where they not even put
that is what we are out for. That is what we are out for. Residents have called, making us know that what we'll be producing before now is called a gutter water. But we don't really want to have what is called gutter water again. We want to have what is called pure water.
Sachet water, also known as pure water, is a 500 ml bag of water that is considered one of the most affordable and safest sources of drinking water in developing countries. It is packed with non-biodegradable plastic materials. There have been growing concerns over the years about the health hazards the citizens are exposed to when drinking sachet water from spurious sources. It has been discovered that some producers, however, put profit over the health of citizens by operating below NAFDAC's approved environmental and sanitary conditions. Roots TV team, alongside the Association of Table Water Producers of Nigeria, visited 2 water factories located at Mpape in the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. ATWAP had earlier received an intelligence report on some of the hideous activities carried out by some of these water factories. A visit to these factories showed that they were operating in filthy environments and conditions. According to the guidelines for operating a water factory by NAFDAC, personnel should wear clean protective apparel such as hand gloves, head covering, nose and mouth masks to protect products from contamination. The guidelines added that any building used in the production, processing, and packaging of drinking water should be maintained in a hygienic condition. Ventilation and illumination should be adequate, while the production staff should undergo sputum, hepatitis B, widal, stool, and urinary tests. In one of the pure water factories identified as Dominion Water, located at Mpape 1, Mitama, Abuja, it was discovered that the quality of water was below the standard for drinking.
What we had is 74.
It was also discovered that the treatment being used was adding more contamination to the water, while the raw water, which had no treatment, was more suitable for consumption.
You see, that even means your treatment plant is even adding more contamination. We are having your raw water is better. It's better. 66.
Also, the NAFDAC certificate, which was issued to the factory in 2014, had expired in 2016 without it being renewed.
That is the date. This certificate serves you just for 2 years. And between 2016, it expires.
According to NAFDAC, all registered companies are required to renew their certification every 2 years with the agency. This is in addition to impromptu visitations by the agency to ensure the sanitary and operational compliance of the factories. In another factory, identified as the Vostical Table Water, located in Mpape, the environment was an eyesore as there were signs of spirogyra on the ground due to the excess leakage of water from the tanks. The environment was also littered with dirty materials.
No, if the outer part of the tank is like this, what do you expect to see inside? If outside that is accessible, it's not warm. Inside that is difficult to access. Hello, look at the filter you are producing water with. How much does this thing cost? This filter is not up to 1,500 or 2,000. It's not okay. How many bags of water? 10 bags of water, we buy this. Just 10 bags of water, we buy this. Less than 10 bags. Then you are enjoying selling water for 200 naira to people.
Upon entering the factory, a staff was seen bare-chested, with sweat dripping down his face, sitting on the floor and packaging the water. The ground looked dirty and there were no signs of any protective gear around. Speaking with the ATWAP chairman on the need to carry out routine inspections, he said,
Sure, and that is why we are out everywhere within Abuja to make sure we have them out or we fish them out and report them to NAFDAC. We've had series of meetings with NAFDAC being our regulatory agency. We've pleaded with them that we want to be their watchdog. Yes, NAFDAC gave some of us license, but at result of relocation, NAFDAC might not know where we are. But we ATWAP members, we know where every water is being produced in this country. All ATWAP. And we have ATWAP in the whole of 36 states and the 774 local governments in this country. So we know everywhere water is being produced. So the mandate that has been given to us to report, we are on the street on that routine work to check whatever every of our members is producing. If you produce a clean, purified water, which is called pure water, then you will be free from our list of the defaulters, or we call them defaulters, or we call them those ones that are not meeting the GMP, that is good manufacturing practice. That is what we are on to now. And we've taken that mandate upon the FCT chapter ATWAP to fish those producers, unwholesome producers that are not ready to do the right thing. That is why we've put it upon ourselves that every water that must be bought on the street at 20 naira per sachet must be pure, even up to a bottle standard. Because what the WHO tells us is that every purified water must pass through a reverse osmosis.
When asked the standard of water, which is safe for consumption by the World Health Organization, he said,
the standard is between 1 to 3. That is the main standard of WHO. But 3.5, we have up to 4, we have up to 5. Even, I want to assure you that there are even some bottled water that is even above 3 points. Which, that is to tell you that bottled water or bottle packed water is not even pure for consumption. But within 0.3 and 3 above is okay. We want every water that is consumed by any citizen or all the citizens within Abuja and its environment to actually have a purified water for consumption. That is why we saw that yes, there is need. Given such a purified water, we really have to do the needful. You must have everything in place before you can have a purified water. Yes, every of the agencies, we are under mandate from NAFDAC and other agencies to produce a purified water called pure water. What we'll be producing all this while, some residents have called, making us know that what we'll be producing before now is called a gutter water. But we don't really want to have what is called gutter water again. We want to have what is called pure water.
Water is one of the most important resources for the further existence of every living thing, including humans. Thus, a sufficient supply of fresh and clean drinking water is an essential requirement for every individual. According to estimates, over 70% of Nigerians consume at least one sachet of water per day due to their belief that it is hygienic. However, the quality of water still cannot be guaranteed because of too many different labels in the market. Poor water hygiene has been confirmed to be one of the major factors fueling cholera outbreaks in the country. According to the Nigerian Center for Disease Control, between the 1st of January to the 1st of August 2021, the country has recorded over 31,425 suspected cases of cholera, while there have been 311 confirmed cases and 816 deaths across 22 states and the FCT. The hygiene of the environment and the hygiene of the water being produced can lead to a lot of health problems if not properly monitored.
You're supposed to have, look at it. Look at Spirogyra inside. Spirogyra, and you know why this water.